Hello, Caleb. It's January 25th, 2015, and I'm recording this to tell you about your current future plans and a few other business related tips that'll help you out in a few years. In about 4 or 5 years, I plan to either be graduated from college with a degree in aeronautical engineering or go to the Naval Academy for aeronautical engineering as well. Schools I'm looking at are like Ohio State, WVU, and University of Toledo. Still don't know which one I'm going to yet. But the first thing I'm going to be talking about is resume writing, and I'm going to give you some 5 general guidelines to help you write a good resume. So the first thing is you want to have your contact information, and this should be at the top and centered. You want your name, email, phone number, and you can include your home and cell phone number, but you want to have a phone number for sure. And you want to have your address. So the next thing is you want to have a line under each section title across the page. So each title, for example, professional experience, you want to have that underline. You don't have that line going across the page. It just helps break everything up into categories, and it's easier to find where one begins and ends. The third thing that you want is for each section title, you want the title to be in all caps and bold. Once again, it just makes it easier to find. It looks neater. The fourth thing is the personal references. Now, these are a must-have because if you have these, it just makes it seem like you're more open and you're not trying to hide anything. Because if you say you have personal references and you can give them upon request, it just makes more work for the employer and it just makes it harder. It seems like you're trying to hide something or you don't have any references that will say good things. So with your personal references, you want to name preferably a job position and where they work, and you want some kind of contact information, so a phone number would probably be best. And the fifth thing is on the right side, you want to have the city and state where everything was. So for the Army, I report to Johnstown for drill. So on the right where I put U.S. Army, under the underline, I want to have Johnstown, PA. So they just know where each thing was and they can locate it better if they need to contact them. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is interview attire. And this generally depends on your job position, but it would usually be dress pants and a shirt and tie or a suit. Some places don't require that, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. And for a suit, you generally want to have a dark gray or black suit, and you want to have a white dress shirt underneath. And underneath the dress shirt, you want a V-neck. And so other things you need a belt. You must have a belt, dress shoes, and dress socks. No Nike socks or a different type of socks. And the dress socks should match your attire. So if you have a black suit, you want to have black socks. No jewelry except a watch. So earrings, you wouldn't want to wear a necklace, or it shouldn't be seen. You can wear a necklace, but it shouldn't be seen. And as far as watches go, you don't want plastic watches like this. You want a leather or a metal watch. This just makes it look like a professional experience. And you also want to be clean shaven and just have that neat appearance overall. So the third thing is an interview insight. Majority of people that we found in the interview project was about 70% of the employers that are giving interviews look at the presentation and the way you carry yourself. So as far as like your confidence, you want to, if you come off as confident, that's definitely a big plus. Your friendliness, you want to be like a good person to communicate with. You want to be open, honest, things like that. General questions that are asked by employers are why you want the job and where do you see yourself in 5 years if you have this job? Because if you want that job and you just want it because you need money or whatever, they're not looking for that. They want someone who wants to be there and grow in the job. So that's why they ask those 2 questions, because in 5 years, if you plan on being in that same job, not making any progress, that's a big turnoff. Some deal breakers are usually communication based. The top two I'd have to say would be handshakes. So whenever you first walk in, greeting, how are you, sir, ma'am, and a nice firm handshake. And another big thing is eye contact throughout the interview. People don't want an employee who is unable to keep eye contact and have those good people skills. When you have eye contact and a firm handshake, it just shows good confidence and once again, those good people skills. So the top 3 key points throughout the interview process are basically just be confident, be honest. That's a big thing too, because if they find out you're lying, you can get in trouble and you won't get the job for sure. And good people skills. So yes, sir, ma'am. Just be respectful, greetings, firm handshake, just be a good person to communicate with and just be friendly. So basically, overall in the business world, what it comes down to most is just being neat and organized as far as your appearance, having multiple resumes, just being prepared, being confident, honest, and just being professional. You don't want to go in looking like rags or like you're not ready for the job. You want to be confident because if you're not, then they don't expect you to have much to offer. But if you're confident that you can grow in the job, it's definitely a big turn on. So I hope this is helpful, and you'll see this soon.